Next to it, when the thought was there, uh, the initial sketch has been, started, creation of this sketch has been started. But once the sketch has been started and obviously the requirement of the sample order is needed, like when I want to create a sample, this olive text. So that time I might be, one thing you need to taken care here is that I haven't created items yet. Okay, but still I want to, do a production of the sample. I need a raw material for the sample. I have to do some activity for the sample. So for this particular style sample, you can say exactly in which size I am going to a sample. Basically, I am in this 32 size. I am going to one sample. Uh, in case there is uh, UM can be a different one. There can be a different material, but for the material also we have some the you know templates. Okay, so that template we can create it all already. So in that, when we are going to new product, so we can select this template. In that way, what is your main fabric for which part, so that we can give it here. So I required the fabric here, which is, I can say now I will take a black because I have a stock in a black fabric. So this fabric is required to create this. I required one of the leather patch also to create this. I am selecting it. I required one of the zipper for this particular, like bottom, which I am going to create, which is I need a 1/4 inch zipper, and also I required the trim as a trims. Few rivets are required. Okay, these are items I required, and I'm just planning it today. So I have been entered the today's date and how much quantity you required to produce this particular sample of the olive color and this particular size. You can mention it. This is the bill of material for the sample actually, so that we can say that 1.2 meter I required this required, uh, I can take it 1.5 something, 1.2, like 0.5 for the pocketing. There can be, we can create a UDF also. Okay, user defined fields also we can create it in some form of the FashionNX. Okay, as a configuration part. If you want to add some UDFs here, user defined fields here, so that also you can add it. uh, One of the field I will add, and I will show you the this form definition available, which you will be able to use it in that way. So just one leather, one zipper, and I will require for the rivets here. What will be the projected, like the price, the 22 rupees for the zipper. Next to it, I can go to the activity. What activity I am going to do here? Okay, when I am doing this particular sample or like design, so that time I can also create some routing templates which I can assign to the start sample. Now I'm going to do only cutting and the direct finishing for that particular sample. Yes, in case any of the process is happening at a subcontractor, that contractor I can assign it, as I don't need to anything. I'm doing it in house only. That also can be, you can keep, else you can like assign the vendor separately. How much quantity you are going to make, what is the, like the making price of this particular process, that can be entered, and individual process, and this way you can create your activity which you are going to do for the to create this item sample, and this is the material which you required from the store, so that you have been defined, and this is the size which you are going to create. Now what kind of sample you are going to create? There can be a proto, fit sample, size sample, different kind of size and order sample order type can be there. So in this is also available into the sample order type. Okay, so whatever the samples order type you want to add it, you can add here in the style, because this is related to again the style. In that, you will be able to add the new or sample order type. Rating also, we have been seeing the rating, that master is also there. Okay, if you want to add the rating, that master is there. And in style itself, you also okay, wash care was the one of the like in the style master data itself, for the in the parts the wash care was available. That also you can create it. So all related to style master data, where the drop down are available, that all the masters are available in FashionNX and style itself. Now, what kind of sample type? I'm going to create a proto sample here, and I can link a project. Again, this is the list of project which is coming from the standard financial projects. Okay, so from here itself the list is coming, and I'm going to assign a project here, that is proto sample, and now I can add the my requirement. Okay, I decided that I'm going to create this particular design which I am thinking about it as a designer, and I what required the material for this, that is defined, and what activity I am going to do, that is also defined. Now I can add the sample order here. You can see the cost of also sample is coming here. When I add the sample order, so you can like can go to the again merchandising. For sample order, we already like created a sample order. Now we can create a issue for sample order. So this can be, we can create it based upon what like on the based upon the sample order, store can issue a raw material. This is my sample order. Now sample order is for the against this particular sample order, you require these inventory and warehouse is coming here by default. You need to define the like there is a branch configuration, exactly what is the production warehouse, what is the finished goods warehouse, what is the raw material warehouse, again the sampling warehouse. These things you can map it, like as a predefined for the branches, and according to that your warehouse is get selected. So in case want to change anything, definitely they can do a change here. But right now, so where this warehouse is selected, so you can select the inventory, whatever the batches available in that particular item. So you can select some batches here directly. So store will issue basically the raw material against the sample order. Okay, so once the sample order is created, then you can issue a raw material from the sampling. You can add this. When you add this, system FashionNX will post. In case any vendor you are giving this raw material to vendor, that time you can select a vendor as well. In case you want to delete any item, you can use the delete row that time. So that definitely you can use it. I'm going to add this particular sampling issue, and system will ask you, do you want to post this document? Yes. So when you post this, definitely the document has been closed and it has been showing that posted already issue, and it is grayed out. Now, based upon this, one of the transaction of the SAP Business One is created, which is goods issue document has been created for this. You can see that on this basis of the sample order number, this particular document is created just now. Okay, I can just confirm the time as well. Okay, so just few minutes, few seconds back, this has been created. So exactly with the project and properly detailed, everything has been issued from this particular warehouse. Now, the next thing is that there are two things happening around is once the metal has been issued, there is a chances uh, some the inventory can be returned back from the sampling department or sampling whoever is doing the sampling. So they can return some goods to store. So that time also you will be able to select a sample order, and whatever the inventory you have been issued, out of it you will be able to take it back. Okay. So based upon that, example is that some of the inventory is returned from this item, and I am deleting these items. Okay. Okay. So when the designing team or designing coordinator returning some the raw material which is left with them to store, that time, or like there can be a vendor also. Vendor is giving the leftover material after the designing. They can mention it as a return and they can add it. So here one of the goods receipt document will get created, and you can see here the document is after posting the document it will get locked, and again the one of the transaction of the SAP Business One has been created as a receipt. So you can see 0.2 is the quantity which is posted as a receipt. So this way, in returns also, that facility is provided here. So they can return it back. Next is that once you can they can report the sample is like completed or created. So that can be again the warehouse is coming as a default from the branch configuration right now. You can see here, this is the sampling warehouse. Whatever the samples are created that are getting, like inverted in the warehouse of the sampling. So in that case, what need to do? This is the sample order. You can see here one of the sample number, a sample item, because for this style we haven't created the item yet. Okay, that need to be taken care because okay, for that they can report the receipt. That means obviously they can report that sample is ready with them. They can select a sample like order. Against that they can report that exactly the size 32 is ready with them and this is the quantity, and which is accepted, rejected, whatever it is, but that status they can update here for that particular line. And uh, they can report the sample is done. But you can see that I was mentioning it here was the important factor. Sorry, for this particular style, for this particular style, the item is not generated. So two things was that how the sample will get reported. Okay, sample is ready. For that, what the configuration is available. This is the item group. So I'm going to open this item group, and in this item group, the sample item is linked. Okay, and also the sample account, whatever the inventory we are issuing, like goods issue and receipt is happening against this account only. So, and also when we will report the completion of this sample, then also this account will get impacted along with the inventory account. So now you can see that this item is come. So the even you we are not having the, because most of the things what is happening, the customers are creating the samples, but that is not generating as a, the final product, or like that the not getting the order for it. So in that case, item generation process is not required. Okay, as only the sample. So 1,000 samples are created. Out of it, only the 100 samples have are getting the orders. So unnecessarily, the 900 access items we are creating in the item master data. So that won't required here. So against one sample only, our inventory will get posted. And I'm just adding this here. Before adding anything here, I'm what the configuration is done for that item I'm showing here, because okay, some of the customers can keep the standard cost as well for the sample. One is that so standard cost will system will pick according to that. If some customers having a normal configuration, so whatever the raw material has been issued, according to that only the like costing of the sample will come. So that is the posting I will showcase for some posted document as well. In this, you can see here the batch transaction for this. Okay, so right now, there are four batches and four samples already created against this sample, and what was the style is also showing. What are the project also showing. Now we'll post one of the sample, then sample order is different, and we are just adding this. When we add this, it won't post directly. We have to post it manually. So we are posting this as a post receipt. So once we do this in item master data itself, we can again go and check the receipt is done. One of the 32 size for this particular color from this particular style is received. So every inventory of the samples will get captured against this, and this is the for only where the item is not generated. In case already the item is generated, like for this item, you can see here, there was an item which is already generated in SAP. So for that also, you can see the sample order number, style number, and against that, these in sampling itself, in this particular sizes, the sample is registered. So where the style items are not created, there the posting will happen according to that for the sample with item number which is linked against the item group, and wherever the item is created, there the posting will happen according to that. So these are the sample related things, and I will showcase the posting as well here of the receipt of it. So you can see here one of the entry also. So whatever the we have been linked already the this particular account. So posting is happening over there, and this is the finished goods receipt that has been also. So posting of the journal entry is happening along with the issue for sampling, receipt return from the sampling, and also while reporting as a sampling, receipt from sampling. So these are the things related to sample order.